Good morning, all. I am so excited to be here this morning to share my thoughts and to share my belief, my perception about something that is very controversial currently in the body of Christ. I think not just in the body of Christ. In general, there is a little controversy here. There's a popular council. There's a popular council in the body of Christ and across the globe that's most especially from the spiritual school of thought, in quote, that you don't marry who you love, but instead you marry, or you love who you marry. Okay, this is how it goes. That you don't marry who you love, but you love who you marry. You know, people have different perspective about different things. That is why as a Christian, as a man, you need to develop yourself. You need to develop your mind and know what is good for you, and understand certain things about life, certain principles about life yourself, or you'll be toasted to and fro by every wind of doctrine, by every by every ideology, by every school of thought. No, you need to be well developed enough. Your thinking faculty need to be well developed so that you be able to process things, so that you be able to understand certain things about life. You know, most of us have become too spiritual, even more spiritual than God at some point. But the fact is this: you don't marry who you don't love. Don't make that kind of mistake. That is a problem we had. Many marriages that have been broken, listen to this, and now they are calling for divorce because the thought you don't marry who you love who you marry. No, that's not how it is. The first step to initiating the issue of marriage is love. I don't know what drives some of them to marry. I don't know what would drive a man to another woman. What would drive a man to want to settle down with a woman other than love? I don't know. I think the first ingredient, the first thing should be love. Then every other thing can come in: the character, her courage, her background, and so many things. But I think the first element, the first propeller, the first force that will move a man to get attracted to a woman is love. It's love. It's love. So don't make the mistake of following that school of thought, of following that. It's not a doctrine. Okay, it's not a doctrine. People come out and say things, and some people make it a doctrine. It's not a doctrine, sir. You marry who you love first. And when you marry who you love, you continue loving her no matter what. You don't stop loving her. What am I trying to say? You marry who you love first. Then whatever happens, your responsibility is to stay there, to continue loving that person no matter what happened. Because marriage is not a contract. Marriage is a commitment. That is why you marry who you love. And after marrying who you love, you continue marrying that person. You continue loving that person you've married, because it is a commitment and not a contract. Don't forget this. You don't marry who you don't love and love who you marry. You marry who you love and continue loving that person that you've married. That is the correct perspective. I think that is a correct ideology, I think. Thank you so much. Shalom, shalom. See you next time.